Hey everybody, welcome back to the Game Force. This is Forge Master Ren. So let's get started. And so is the Golden City blackened with each step you take in my hall. Marvel at perfection, for it is fleeting. You have brought sin to heaven and doom upon all the world. Shivers.
The Chantry teaches us that it is the hubris of men which brought the Darkspawn into our world. The mages had sought to usurp heaven, but instead, they destroyed it. They were cast out, twisted and cursed by their own corruption. They returned as monsters, the first of the Darkspawn. They became a blight upon the lands, unstoppable and relentless. The Dwarven kingdoms were the first to fall, and from the deep roads, the Darkspawn drove at us again and again, until finally we neared annihilation. Until the Grey Wardens came. Men and women from every race, warriors and mages, barbarians and kings. The Grey Wardens sacrificed everything to stem the tide of darkness, and prevailed. It has been 4 centuries since that victory, and we have kept our vigil. We have watched and waited for the Darkspawn to return. But those who once called us heroes have forgotten. We are few now, and our warnings have been ignored for too long. For I have seen with my own eyes what lies on the horizon. Maker, help us all.
Hell of an intro. Alright, so for the first game, because there are a total of 3 games so far, well, technically like 4 games if you want to get into DLCs and stuff like that, I am going to be playing a class that you can't play in the other, well, you can play the class, you just can't play it this way in the future games, and that is going to be a dual-wielding warrior. So being a warrior, a human warrior, you only have the human noble background. If you're a mage, you only have the magi background. And if you're a rogue, you only have the human background, or the noble background as well. Elves are a little different. You either have Dalish or City Elf. If you are a mage, you only have the magi. So really, if you're a mage, no matter what, in the first game, you only have the background of magi. Dalish are like the free elves, and city elves are like the ones that are like treated like second-class citizens in the cities. Dwarf you either are a dwarf commoner, which means you have no caste and you're essentially a thug, or you're a noble and you're like somebody important. But I don't like playing dwarf. I kind of like the human noble background. The story's a little bit more compelling. You actually get some more interesting story things going on. You're tied more to the story of what's going on. Yeah, you get a little bit of story things with the city elves, but the Dalish elf is just like, okay, I'm kind of here. Stuff happened, and now I'm trying to figure it out. And then the dwarf stuff is really, it's only about the dwarf stuff. So, yeah, I just find the human noble story a little bit more compelling.
Greetings.
So what I like to do is I like to do the preset of bald guy with nothing, and then I just kind of customize the hair a little bit. Maybe give him a better complexion, because he's supposed to be a young guy. And not a lot of good hairstyles, at least in the first one. But I do like, you know, just a little ponytail, because, you know. And then, of course, I go with some kind of beard, because of... So, hey, look. There he goes. Right there. Eyebrows, double eyebrows, double color. Hair, beard color. Let's just... Yeah, that's a little bit more like me. Eye color... I remember the first time I played this, you couldn't even tell, like, different eye colors, because, like, my graphic settings were so low. Or the computer I was playing on wasn't that great, and you can't really tell too terribly much on this, but... Still... I don't get jaw cheeks because I have the beard. Don't really need to mess with that. Look up and down. Turn left to right. A little bit of this, camera distance. Let's do a cool background for my character. Kind of like a light dark thing, I like that. And then the expression. It's like, I don't know about that. All the way to, I'm very cocky and know what I'm doing. To I'm pissed off, to I am a goofball. I kind of like the, I don't know about this. Well, let's just go with expressionless, just like everybody else.
I have lost the spell.
I'm not playing spells.
I must try another tactic.
It doesn't sound too great.
How do you do? Right, casting, focus.
Greetings. Well, that didn't work.
Greetings. I've lost my concentration!
That does not fit that face.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Oh god, no.
Greetings.
Ah, my spell! What does it take to kill these?
Yeah, that's a little bit more my speed. And then we can't change our last name because we are a Kuzlund. So we're just gonna go with Red. Because that's my name, it's Forge Master Red. Okay, since I'm going to be a dual-wielding warrior, strength, dexterity are important up to a point. Constitution, of course, you know. Magic, not so much, but strength is basically, you know, how much I can... It contributes to my accuracy in melee attacks, and it allows me to wear better armors. Dexterity is also, like, you know, good if I want to do dual wielding. It affects my accuracy for dual wielding. Willpower is my stamina, how much stamina I have to do my attacks and things like that. Magic doesn't do anything for me except for giving magic resistance, which is okay, but not really needed. Cunning is my ability to affect my non-combat skills, like my coercion and herbalism and things like that, and my constitution. Well, it allows me to take more hits. So we're going to focus a little bit more on the combat aspect for my opening stats. And then we're going to go a little bit of cunning. Just because 10 willpower at the start is okay. You don't have a lot of moves. So at doing your willpower, leveling that up while you go along is better than putting a lot of points into it at the beginning because, well, it's kind of useless. You only have like 1 or 2 moves and they don't regenerate very quickly. So by the time you get, you know, you do your stuff, the fights are usually over or you're dead. So, the training allows you to get more advanced skills, just because I am a human noble and I've been taught how to fight. I have level 2, so that's okay for the beginning. The only way you can pick locks in the game is if you are a rogue and you have the pick lock skill, which is part of your class skills. So I don't have to worry about that. Stealing stuff out of people's pockets, not a very useful skill to have unless you're a rogue. Herbalism is okay, and poisoning making is okay. And the combat tactics are more like if you're not controlling the character directly, how much you can customize their behavior. But I like to go with coercion because, well, hey, you can talk some people around. And since I'm going to be a dual-wielding warrior, you start off with Shield Bash because you start off with a sword and board. There's not really anything you can do about that, but so what I like to do is dual weapon sweep, which is like a sweeping attack, of course, and my dual weapon training, which allows me to deal closer to normal damage with my offhand weapon once I get one. Difficulty is going to be set to normal. I'm not going to be doing...
Has stewarded the lands of
Alright.
Hyeva, earning the loyalty of your people
That should
with
do it.
justice and temperance. When your country was occupied by the Orlesian Empire, your father and grandfather served the embattled kings of your land. Today, your elder brother takes up House Kuzlan's banner in service to the crown, not against the men of Orlais, but against the bestial darkspawn rising in the south.
I trust then that your troops will be here shortly.
I expect they will start arriving tonight, and we can march tomorrow. I apologize for the delay, my lord. This is entirely my fault.
No.
Entirely.
The appearance of the Darkspawn in the south has us all scrambling, doesn't it? I only received the call from the king a few days ago myself. I'll send my eldest off with my men. You and I will ride tomorrow just like the old days.
True, that we both had less grey in our hair then, and we fought Orlesians, not monsters.
At least the smell will be the same. I'm sorry, Pup, I didn't see you there. Hal, you remember my son?
I see he's grown into a fine young man. Pleased to see you again, lad.
And here is where I get to start talking and forming my personality. I think I'm just going to go with the standard son. And you, Earl Howe, is your family here, Earl Howe? So you're not leaving until tomorrow? And you, Earl Howe.
My daughter Delilah asked after you. Perhaps I should bring her next time.
To what end? I'd like that. Delilah is quite a bit younger than I am. I have no interest in an arranged marriage. Sure, I'd like that.
Good. She goes on about your prowess as a warrior. I think you have an admirer, young man.
At any rate, Pup, I summoned you for a reason. While your brother and I are both away, I'm leaving you in charge of the castle.
I'm gonna be in charge. Are you certain? What's involved in such a task? I'll do my best, Father. What? Why can't I go into battle with you and Fergus? Is that really necessary? Why can't I go into battle with you and Fergus?
I'm certain you'd more than prove yourself, but I am not willing to deal with your mother if you join the war. She'd kill me if I let you go. She's already twisted into knots about Fergus and me going.
So my mother is preventing me from glory in battle. Let me talk to her. I'll convince her. If you don't send me, I'll kill you. That's not fair. I want to fight very well. I'll do what you think is best.
I doubt that. You know
I'll
your
talk to
mother,
her.
and she made it clear there is no debate. This is no needless task. I ask you to take a great responsibility. Only a token force is remaining here, and you must keep peace in the region. You know what they say about mice when the cat is away, yes? There's also someone you must meet. Please, show Duncan in.
I like how that guy just slams his chest.
It is an honor to be a guest within your hall, Tyrn Cousland.
Your lordship, you didn't mention that a Grey Warden would be present.
Duncan arrived just recently, unannounced. Is there a problem?
Of course not. But a guest of this stature demands certain protocol. I am at a disadvantage.
We rarely have the pleasure of seeing one in person, that's true. Pup, Brother Aldous taught you who the Grey Wardens are, I hope.
They're an order of great warriors. They defeated the Darkspawn long ago. He said they were a small order and no longer important. Is there a reason I should care? Order of Grey Warriors.
They are the heroes of legend, who ended the Blights and saved us all. Duncan is looking for recruits before joining us and his fellow Wardens in the south. I believe he's got his eye on Sir Gilmore.
If I might be so bold, I would suggest that your son is also an excellent candidate.
Honor though that might be, this is one of my sons we're talking about.
I think I rather like that idea. Is there a reason I shouldn't join them? I've no interest in becoming a Grey Warden. Perhaps that would get me into battle. Yeah.
That discussion is closed.
You did just finish saying that Grey Wardens are heroes, old friend.
I have not so many children that I'll gladly see them all off to battle. Unless you intend to invoke the right of conscription.
Have no fear. While we need as many good recruits as we can find, I've no intention of forcing the issue.
Pup, can you ensure that Duncan's requests are seen to while I'm gone?
Of course, don't strain my abilities or anything. I doubt I have to be there for that, do I? Of course.
In the meantime, find Fergus, and tell him to lead the troops to Ostagar ahead of me.
Where's Fergus? Are you trying to get rid of me? But I'd like to stay and talk to Duncan, but I'm not done talking to you yet. Yeah, where's Fergus?
Upstairs in his chambers, no doubt. Spending some last moments with his wife and my grandson. Be a good lad and do as I've asked. We'll talk soon.
Alright. So, first save of the game. Now, you get all the codex stuff about all the stuff, the DLCs you get, because this is like the Game of the Year edition. I have all the DLCs. And this is where you can start moving around and it starts trying to teach you about the game. You know, right-click on people to talk to them. If you notice, people have different colored names. That means they're different variety of rarity. People with orange names are considered like bosses or elites. People with white names are just common enemies, and people with yellow names are. Ooh, I need to turn down the audio here. Hang on. Music volume. Yeah, music is a little loud. And people with yellow are considered, you know, like uncommon enemies, like more like elite forces, stuff like that. Okay. So, I'm not going to really talk to anybody. I'm just going to start running around and doing my stuff. This is down here in the corners. This is where they teach you about stuff. So, plot helpers, markers, current area of the map. So, like, right here, this is the main hall. This is the way I'm facing and all that. Exploration, WASD keys, or right-click. I can turn around and I can start right-clicking on places to go to, and he'll run over there. But I prefer WASD movement. You can hold down the right key to like change the camera. I like to do that a lot while I'm moving. Exploration. You can run around, explore the castle. Oh man, everybody's praying. They're all scared. I don't think there's anything in here of importance. This is like the chapel. You know, you start off with some basic equipment. I have leather armor and a sword and a buckler. Oh man, what's going on in here?
Oh, my lord, we were just,
Ignoring your duties, playing cards, taking a break. Playing cards.
Well, the treasury's safe. I'm not even sure why the Terran stationed us here.
Don't worry about it, men. I won't say anything. Do you always question your duties? Did my father fear someone would steal something?
I don't know. Nobody has come to look at the treasury.
Who has the key to the treasury?
The Terran, and perhaps the Terraner? Honestly don't know, my lord.
Then perhaps you better get back to work. I'll forget about it this time. Continue your game. Pretend I never came by.
My lord is very kind to show us such lenience.
So, locked door over there. So yeah, I definitely want to come back here later if I ever get the opportunity. Coming on up here.
There you are. Your mother told me the Terran had summoned you, so I didn't want to interrupt.
Why are you looking for me? Hello to you too, Sir Gilmore.
Pardon my manners, my lord. It's simply that I've been looking all over the castle for you. I fear your hound has the kitchens in uproar once again, and is threatening to leave.
Nan's threatening to leave. Did the dog get in the larder again? She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave. Nan is just blowing off steam. She always been like that. So why look for me? Do something. She was my nanny before she was the cook. Nan won't leave.
Your mother disagrees. She insists you collect the dog, and quickly. You know these Mabari hounds. They listen only to their master. Anyone else risks having an arm bitten off.
Stupid dog. He never behaves. He knows better than to hurt anyone. I'm busy at the moment. Then I guess I should go collect him. He knows better than to hurt anyone.
I'm not willing to test that. You're quite lucky to have your own Mabari warhound, you know. Smart enough not to talk, my father used to say. Of course, that means he's easily bored. Nan swears he confounds her just to amuse himself. At any rate, your mother would have me accompany you until the matter is settled, shall we?
I need to talk to my brother first. I don't need you following me around. Where's my mother exactly? To the kitchen then.
Just follow the yelling. When Nan's unhappy, she makes sure everyone knows it.
Oh man, mischief in the larder. Controlling party members, so I can click on him and I can control him directly. Or I can click on myself and control myself directly.
Good evening, my lord.
Now, if you want some lore of the world a little bit, then talk to Aldous, and you'll help with a history lesson. Now, I believe. Yeah, there's nothing. Okay. There's tab. Okay, so when you're in an area, if you hold down tab, you can see all the stuff that's in here. So, like these books, I mean, unless I hovered over it like I did a second ago, I wouldn't know to click on these.
All right, all right.
You get some XP, some codex entries, so you can learn more about the world. Over here's a book you can get. You know, just stuff like that. You learn about it. This is how you learn about the world. The country that you're in is called Ferelden. And, yeah. The world itself is a pretty weird, kooky place, at least compared to us. In this fantasy setting, magic is actually kind of taboo. Because of the church, or the chantry as they call it. Magic was meant to serve man, not rule over them. So, mages are watched with, scrutiny, and like they're not trusted, and the Templar Order is always constantly watching them, and they are locked up in magi circles. Which, if I would have picked that one, if I would have picked that background to begin with, you would see, like, they're basically prisoners. They're not like prisoners so much that they're not allowed to go anywhere or do anything, but they're basically like confined to the tower. I should probably turn down the sound effects too. Yeah, you can hear. That's supposed to be Nan. and my dog. Yeah. Okay, so let's save, new save. Let's just call it the save. You know you're on the right track if you're hearing that. She's just down there. I have a little quest arrow. But I want to go explore this over here. I don't care if Nan's angry for right now. Hey, look, a door. That's interesting. Also, elves are considered like second-class citizens. They're basically slaves. At least city elves are. The Dalish elves are the free elves. They're the people that know what's going on, and they
The
really...
castle is so eerie with everyone preparing to ride south. It'll be so empty.
Yeah, but, you know, there's also people that treat elves with respect and stuff like that, because, you know, hey, they're people. Stuff like that, but, you know, some people treat slaves badly, and that's just kind of part of the culture, and it sucks, and
Good
nothing
evening,
you can
my
really do about it right now, but, hey, you might have something to do with it later. Okay, so...
Good evening, my lord.
Good evening. I can't unlock any of these doors because I'm not a rogue. And Sir Gelnor's not a rogue, and I don't get a rogue. At least one that has lockpicking while in the castle. So, I guess I will just continue with the story. And you can see if I go through here, I'm just on the other side of the house, and because I went out that way. Well, let's just go past that, and then we come over here. No, oh my god, alright. Can't go that way either, so I guess I'll just go in here.
I'll get on it.
Get that bloody mutt out of the larder.
But mistress, it won't let us near.
If I can't get into that larder, I'll skin both of you useless elves, I swear it.
Calm down, good woman. We've come to help.
You and you! Your bloody mongrel keeps getting into my larder. That beast should be put down.
I'm sorry he's bothering you, Nan. He's not a mongrel, he's a pure-blood Minbari. Perhaps you should lock your larder tighter. Maybe you should be put down. I'm sorry he's bothering you, Nan.
Just get him gone. I've enough to worry about with a castle full of hungry soldiers. You two, stop standing there like idiots. Get out of the way!
Now, she's kind of a bitch, but, you know, hey, she does have a point. She has stuff to worry about.
All right, all right.
And there's my Minbari. He's a good boy. Barking at stuff.
Look at that mess. How did he even get in here?
Look at the little Daryl. He's so happy to see me. Enough, you're a bad boy. Do you hear me? What a smart boy you are. Oh, yes, you are. Sit right there. I'm not putting up with this. Are you trying to tell me something, boy?
It does seem like he's trying to tell you something. Wait. Did you hear that?
Enter the name of my dog. I like naming him Gurn, because that's what he likes to do. He likes to grr things. Alright, so this is the first battle. Combat basics. Oh look, we're giant rats. Classic start to the fight. Classic start to a tale. So, at the beginning of combat, you can have it set so that it pauses at the beginning of combat, so you can take in and assess things. So you can actually be like, oh, you know, hey, what's over there? What's over there? Well, who's that? Who's that? Looks like there's 6 rats, 3 of us, 2 each. So I will have myself attack that one. I will have Gilmore attack this one, and I will have my Minbari attack this one. And then I can hit, I can hit space to unpause. And it's just gonna keep pausing for some reason. Oh my god, more rats appeared. So as you can see, he is actually using one of his abilities called Growl. it lowers does penalties to defense unless they pass a mental resistance check. You know, different abilities have different checks, but yeah. So we're just gonna go through that real quick just so it stops pausing me.
Ready.
And then yeah, we're just doing some basic combat right now. I'm just not gonna bother pausing. It's really no point in it. More rats just keep appearing. Oh no.
Giant rats? It's like the start of every bad adventure tale my grandfather used to tell. Your hound must have chased them in through their holes. Looks like he wasn't raiding the larder after all.
Certainly looks that way. Those were very large rats. Maybe it's just coincidence, so my hound put me in danger. Great. Certainly looks that way.
Those were rats from the Kokari Wilds. Best not to tell Nan. She's upset enough as it is.
Well,
but seeing as you've got your Mabari well in hand, I'll be on my way. I'm to prepare for the arrival of more of the Jarl's men.
Alright, so I've lost Sir Gilmore as a party member. And looking in here, there are a couple of lootables.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
So, yeah, because I have the violent voice thing, he's going to say that a lot. It's going to get annoying. So just bear with me. Because, you know, I'm ordering him around. Blight Blood, Blood Dragon Plate, and Sorrows of Arlathan are also DLC items. You usually don't get Blight Blood unless you've completed the alternate timeline DLC stuff, but I have already. I mean, I've had this game for a while. Inventory management. So this is my inventory screen. Once I get another weapon that I can put in my offhand, I can, you know, get rid of my small shield, full set of leather armor, and then I can look at Gurn, which he has his collar, and you can put paints on him later on once you find them. So let's go talk to Nan.
There he is, as brazen as you please, licking his chops after helping himself to the roast, no doubt.
Actually, he was defending her larder from rats, big ones. He's not so bad, Nan, just a dog being a dog. Yes, well, what can you do? I'm going to go ahead and let her know. Because, well, if she walks in there, she's going to see all the rat corpses.
What? Rats? Not the large grey ones.
They'll rip you to shreds, they will!
See, now you've gone and scared the servants. I expect those filthy things are dead.
Yes, the rats are dead. It's quite a mess. In fact, my faithful warhound made sure it's safe. I took care of it. No need to be afraid. My faithful warhound made sure it's safe.
Oh, I bet that dog led those rats into there to begin with.
Oh.
Oh, don't even start with the sad eyes. I'm immune to your so-called charms. Here then, take these pork bits and don't say that Nan never gives you anything. Bloody dog. Thank you, my lord. Now we can get to work. That's right, you two. Quit standing about. Thank you again for your help. Now, if you'll just hold on a moment. Yes?
I'll just get...
Adney, get moving with those casts. And Kath, do you think you can serve that to the turn with dirt from the floor all over it?
Miserable old bat.
Old bat, am I? We've got to work double time on supper, sweep out the hearths, and no complaining.
Busy day. Have you considered whipping them? Any more rat problems? Busy day.
Just keeping order. That's why your father keeps me on. The good maker knows I needn't take care of you anymore. Thank you for coming to your old nanny's rescue. That blasted hound is more trouble than he's worth. He is. Don't start with me. You've gotten all you're getting today. But what about you, my lord? Been keeping safe and well behaved, I hope?
When it's convenient. That would be boring. Why would I say anything but yes, of course.
Good. I'm not exactly privy to your goings-on now that you're grown. Just an old nanny, never invited to your father's fancy meetings. Do you remember that bedtime tale I used to tell you, The Dog That Bit?
I remember it. Oh, make her not this again. Not too well, no. I don't have time for stories, Nan. I remember it.
Good. Then you can start.
Before our father's fathers came down from the mountains, once upon a time there was a dog and he bit somebody. In a dark and murky world, there was a smelly cook. I don't remember how this goes. I have to find Fergus. I have no time for this. Before our father's fathers came down from the mountains.
A warhound was born to the elder bitch of a tribal chief. They named him Hahaku and gave him everything. He grew up a fine, strong pup, destined to be the partner of the chief's eldest son.
Dog found the idea tedious, and Hanaku grew prideful. Hanaku wanted nothing to do with it. I don't have time for this. He grew prideful.
The young hound became arrogant, taking food from his kin and warning them, in the way of dogs, that the chief's family would punish them if they tried to attack him. Years passed, and the time for the chief's son to take a warhound came closer. Hahaku's pride swelled, and many of the people of the tribe came to the chief, quietly whispering of this dog's bullying. With each complaint, the chief saw only Hahaku's strength and pride, and sent his people away. But as his son grew, the chief watched more closely. The day might come when his boy's life would depend on this dog. If the humblest of his people would not trust Hahaku, how could he?
So he made a weaker dog his son's partner. Hahaku's son's misdeeds bit him. Strong or not, he chose a more reliable dog. I'm thirsty. I'll just go get a drink.
When the day came, Hahaku sat proudly waiting to be called, but the old chief chose Hahaku's brother as his son's hound. Hahaku was shamed, but felt no remorse. So great was his rage that he darted across the fire pit and bit the chief's hand.
Should have waited until the chief was alone. A bold move. That was a mistake.
The chief and his son struck at Hahaku, cursing him. The hound ran into the village, seeking shelter in the tents and kennels. The other dogs snapped at him, and the tribe's people threw stones at him. Before the chief could reach him, the tribe had torn Hahaku apart. Now, what should you carry from this tale?
Don't abuse your power. How you treat the least is remembered by the greatest. The weak pull down the strong when they can. No one is above justice. Respect all equally. Old nurses tell boring stories. Respect all equally.
Very true. Hahaku thought himself above the others and expected his position to protect him. But you're far too old now for an old woman to be reminding you to watch how you behave,
You know, comparing my Bobari to Hahaku, are you? Thank you for the story. It was thoughtful of you. Yes, I am.
It's a story worth repeating. That's all. Be off with you then. Tell your brother farewell before he rides off to war.
Oh, man. Servant, cook. Okay. Now to go up this way, that I haven't gone before.
And my dear Bryce bought this back from Orlais last year. The Marquis who gave it to him was drunk, I understand, and mistook Bryce for the king. Ah, here is my younger son. I take it by the presence of that troublesome hound of yours that the situation in the kitchen is handled?
Yes, Mother, Nana's back to work as we speak. Yes, there were giant rats in the larder. Nan's head exploded and my hound ate the kitchen staff. I'd rather not keep chasing this stupid dog. Yes, Mother, Nan's back to work as we speak.
You've always had a way with her. Darling, you remember Lady Landra, Ban Lawrence's wife?
I think we last met at your mother's spring salon.
This is where everything gets a little tedious, and it's like, oh, yes, my lord, my lady. Of course. It was good to see you again, my lady. Weren't you drunk? If you say so, this will have to wait. Father sent me to find Fergus. Of course, it's good to see you again, my lady.
You're too kind, dear boy. Didn't I spend half the salon shamelessly flirting with you?
Right in front of your family, too.
You remember my son, Dyron? I believe you two sparred in the last tourney.
And you beat me handily, as I recall. It's good to see you again, my lord.
You're being modest. You fought well. Mother, why are these people here? And you, Dyron? You're being modest.
And this is my lady-in-waiting, Iona. Do say something, dear.
It is a great honor, my lord. I have heard many wonderful things about you.
Don't look now, Eleanor. But I believe the girl has a crush on your lad.
Lady Landra!
Hush, Landra. You'll turn the poor thing scarlet.
Perhaps we should speak alone sometime, Iona.
As it pleases you, my lord.
I think perhaps I shall rest now, my dear. Dyron, I will see you and Iona at supper.
Perhaps we'll retire to the study for now.
Good evening, your lordship.
Alright, so now, you know, if you want to be kind of a hoe bag and get your character laid at every possible moment. Go over here to the study. And then you go in here. And oh, if you're a woman, you can talk to Dyron. And if you're a man, you can talk to Iona.
That is a
Terrible names.
wonderful dog. He seems very noble and intelligent.
Yes, he is. Covered in blood.
Greetings once again, my lord.
Good evening. You are very pretty, if I might say so. I haven't seen many elven ladies in waiting.
Lady Landra has been very good to me. I am lucky. If I may, your mother has no ladies in waiting herself. Is that usual for a noble woman of her rank?
She doesn't care to be fussed over.
That is not a sentiment I see amongst other noble women.
How did you come to know Lady Landra?
My family has been in service to hers for many years. Lady Landra elevated my place as a reward for our loyalty. I hope this position might pass to my daughter.
Oh, you have a daughter.
Forgive me, I shouldn't have mentioned her.
Tell me about her.
Her name is Amathine. Her father died of a wasting sickness 2 years ago.
I bet she has your beautiful eyes.
She does. Many people say she looks a great deal like me. I'm the only one who sees her father in her.
Sounds like Lady Landra's been good to you.
Lady Landra is good to her elven servants. That is not true in many households, but I hear it is in yours. It speaks well of your father to show such compassion.
I think we should get to know each other more.
Aren't we doing just that? What else did you have in mind?
Something more intimate later on in my room.
I see. I think I might like that. If I come to your door once everyone is asleep, would that be agreeable, my lord?
Oh, yeah. Yes, that'd be very agreeable.
Until tonight, then.
Hell yeah. That's a hoe. Or at least my character is. Alright. You can sit there and talk to your mom if you want, but there's really not a lot that you get out of that. Another locked door that you can't get into unless you're a rogue. Guest room, my room, father and mother's room, and Fergus's room.
Is there really going to be a war, Papa? Will you bring me back a sword?
That sword, Oren, and I'll get you the mightiest one I can find, I promise. I'll be back before you know it.
I wish victory was indeed so certain. My heart is disquiet.
Don't frighten the boy, love. I speak the truth. And here's my little brother to see me off. Now dry your eyes, love, and wish me well.
Should I wait outside? Just let me know when you two are finished. No Darkspawn can harm Fergus. You two are nauseating me. Should I wait outside?
Stay. I'd like to say farewell.
I wish I could go with you.
I wish you could come. It'll be tiring killing all those Darkspawn myself.
Surely your father would not place both his heirs in danger?
Mother and father have been fighting about it for days. It's too bad. I could have used you at my side.
You'll be missed.
If it's any consolation, I'm sure I'll freeze in the southern rain and be completely jealous of you up here, warm and safe.
I am positively thrilled that you will be so miserable, husband.
Did you know that there was a Grey Warden in the castle?
Really? Was he riding a griffin?
Shh, Oren. Griffins only exist in stories now.
I'd heard that. Did he say why he's come?
Says he's recruiting.
Oh? If I were a Grey Warden, little brother, I'd have my eye on you. Not that father would ever allow it.
Do you really think the war will be over quickly?
Word from the south is that the battles have gone well. There's no evidence that this is a true blight, just a large raid.
Could that be true?
I'll see for myself soon enough. Pray for me, love, and I'll be back within a month or two.
Bring a message. Father wants you to leave without him.
Then the Arl's men are delayed. You'd think his men were all walking backwards. Well, I'd better get underway. So many Darkspawn to behead, so little time. Off we go then. I'll see you soon, my love.
I would hope, dear boy, that you plan to wait for us before taking your leave.
Be well, my son. I will pray for your safety every day you are gone.
Good shield would be more useful. You could have delivered your message yourself, Father. Fergus will be fine. You might just need those prayers.
I keep
Fergus will be
telling you,
fine.
no Darkspawn will ever best me.
The Maker sustain and preserve us all. Watch over our sons, husbands and fathers, and bring them safely back to us.
And bring us some ale and wenches while you're at it. For the men, of course.
Fergus, you would say this in front of your mother?
What's a wench? Is that what you pull on to get the bucket out of the well?
A wench is a woman that pours the ale in a tavern, Orin. Or a woman who drinks a lot of ale.
Bryce, Maker's breath. I swear it's like living with a pack of small boys.
I'll miss you, Mother dear. You'll take care of her, brother, won't you?
You can count on me. You'll need protecting more than her. Mother can handle herself, always has.
It's true. They should be sending her, not me. She would scold those Darkspawn back into the deep roads.
Well, I'm glad you find this so funny.
Enough, enough. Pup, you'll want to get an early night. You've much to do tomorrow.
Where I was. Hopefully I don't get that error again. Alright. At least it goes back pretty quickly, and this is why I'm going to be saving the game very often. Oh, it's getting dark. Oh, man. Ooh, my dog don't like something right there.
Your hound is making so much noise. He seems so angry.
What did you do to him? Oh, just ignore him. I could put him out in the hall. Perhaps something is wrong. Perhaps something is wrong.
I thought I heard yelling when I woke up, but now I hear nothing. I'm gonna see if someone's in the hall.
Oh, man. Okay, well, I'm naked. So I'm going to put on some stuff. Which you can do. Yeah, you have the bow in your off. This is also where it tells you about fatigue and equipping armor sets. It increases your fatigue, which increases the amount of stamina you need for a move. But hey, I'm gonna have... How, soldiers?
Now's better than later.
Just call me the Reaper! Run while you still can!
Couple of guys over there.
This'll be... Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Will you shut up about that? And see if you wait for a second. Put stuff away, and my health is regenerating. Hey, look, my health regenerated.
Tell us!
And smack! Get on the ground.
Let's see some blood!
Oh! Smackaroo.
Darling, I heard fighting outside and I feared the worst. Are you hurt?
I'm fine, what's going on? I was just about to ask you that. Those men killed Iona. I was just about to ask you that.
They never got through the door, thanks to you. Her scream woke me up. There were men in the hall, so I barred the door. Did you see their shields? Those are Howe's men. Why would they attack us?
He's betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone. I don't know, Mother, but we need to get out of here. Maybe you want to find Howe and ask him. He's betrayed father. He attacks while our troops are gone.
You don't think Howe's men were delayed? On purpose?
Yeah, they were.
Bastard. I'll cut his lying throat myself. Have you seen your father? He never came to bed.
Oh, shit. Maybe he stayed up with Oral Howe.
We must find him.
Sounds like the battle's downstairs.
We must fight our way to him. Your father needs us both. I am no Orlesian wallflower. Give me a sword and I'll use it. Now let's go.
Oh, yeah. Got my mom. Alright, so level 2, strength, dexterity, and we'll go with constitution. See, these are specializations that you can get later on. You have to learn those like through story stuff or by somebody teaching you. They're basically like subclasses. So these are the warrior subclasses: Champion, Templar, Berserker, and Reaver. I'll get into that more later on whenever I actually get to the point where I'm doing stuff with that. But yeah, so these are the trees. You saw this at the beginning. This is just the general warrior tree. So like this one right here, powerful. Through training and hard work, the warriors gain greater health and reduce the fatigue penalty while wearing armor. That's just something good to have in general. Precise striking. Basically, I slow down my weapon attack so that I actually attack more accurately. So your DPS is affected, but you hit more often than you don't. That's a continuous effect. You get those. They take a portion of your stamina to maintain. But I'm not really going to use that right now. Dual striking is another one where I'm basically swinging with both weapons at the same time instead of going like ching, 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 ching like this. Not really going to do that either. But gaining bonuses to attack and defense while wielding a weapon in each hand. Right now, I'm just going to go with powerful. Reduces fatigue penalty and greater health. That's just good things to have. Now your Mabari levels up a little differently. If you pick him as one of your like main party members, you get a lot more people later on. This is just the opening stuff. Basically, your Mabari, he doesn't get as many moves and stuff because he's a dog. He has his own specialization, his own tree. So he gets less stuff, but it's more impactful. I like to just strength and constitution the crap out of him so that he can take hits and he can deal hits. And see, he doesn't even get a move.
Got it.
Mace, iron. Okay, let's go in here.
Perhaps we can salvage some things here, darling.
Dagger, greatsword, Hey, look,
Some of your father's belongings are in that trunk.
And I can't get to that. So let's see. When you're dual wielding, you do dagger in your offhand unless you have the more advanced thing where you can have 2 swords. But for mainless stuff, it's dagger. And now I need to give her some kind of weapon. She has archery, so I'm just going to give her a bow. She's basically an archer to begin with. Studded leather. Yeah, she has the same armor I do. Just it's the female version of it. Okay. So now I have dual wielding. Oh man, they killed a kid and her mom.
No! Let's go. I don't want to see this.
Okay. Let's go. 4 guys. I'm gonna go after him. You go after him. Eleanor. Take out that guy.
If that is what you wish.
Ooh, I got pinned.
Cow will pay for what he's done. Make her guide my hand.
My back.
Move! I missed. Sustained abilities. This is where they teach you about like they're basically like auras. So like right now, I believe, yeah, she has rapid shot, which it increases her attack speed, but you can't do crits with regular attacks. She has pinning shot, which is that thing that hit me, And she has Shattering Shot, which lowers their armor if they don't pass a check.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yeah, I really shouldn't have picked this voice, but it was the one that matched me the most.
Oh, dear Landra. I'm so sorry. If she hadn't come to me, if she hadn't been here.
Let's see. Also, I believe... Yeah, your mother's a warrior. So she has the same abilities that you do. Locked items, though, I can't open them unless I have lockpick or the key. And now we go outside. Hear all that fighting.
Can you hear the fighting? Hal's men must be everywhere.
What should we do? Then we should take the fight to them. How can we get out of the castle? I don't want you in danger, Mother. What should we do?
The front gates. That's where your father must be.
Let's go.
If Hal's men are inside, they must already control the castle. We must use the servants' entry in the larder to escape. Do you hear me?
I want Hal dead.
Then survive and visit vengeance upon him.
The Night Corpse. Give me the bow. Yeah, a lot of stuff is like useless to you when you pick it up, but hey, you could sell it later.
The castle has fallen! I'm getting out of here!
Persuade. Don't be a coward. Stand and fight. Run. If you're such a coward, wait, what's happening? Go, man, save yourself. I'm going to try to persuade him.
Yes, my lord! Here they come!
Ooh, looks like I got an ally over there. A guard. I'm going to go try to save the guard.
I'll get on it.
It's a massacre! No one's getting out alive! Let's see what you make of!
So a couple more bullets in there.
You get no mercy from me! On your guard, wretch!
Oh yeah!
Just call me the Reaper!
Come and face me if you dare!
Oh! There goes your head. Lyrium potions, mana potions. Locked. Ooh, I don't see the servant. I think the servant died.
Got it.
Oh yeah, he died. He's not anymore. Oh well. Inconsequential. Yeah, there he is. Oh, got two of them.
How will pay for what he's done?
I'm like just getting into continuous fights.
Someone's gonna fall on it! Sure won't be me! You're gonna regret this! Let's see
Okay,
what
see
you
how the
make of.
Omabaris have
Make her guide my
like
hand.
swirls and stuff on them? That's paint.
On your guard, wretch!
Okay, come on over.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Come over here. Oh my god, the person. Aldous is dead. Oh
You
no.
will be avenged, old sage. I swear it.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Yeah, I'm already getting kind of tired of the voice, but you know, hey, whatever.
Something is coming.
Now, better than later.
This is our home!
You're gonna
We have won this
regret
battle, but we cannot waste more time.
Elf fruit. You can use elf fruit to make potions.
We're getting close to the treasury. The Kuzlan family blade lies inside. Here, darling, take my key. That blade cannot fall into Hao's hands. It should sever his treacherous head.
And the door was locked, but the guards inside are already dead, huh?
All right, all right.
Look, weapon rack, armor rack, and chest.
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
Scale armor. And
Got
family
it.
chest. Family sword and the shield of Hayava. So you need 20 strength to hold that. I don't have that yet. But I can use the family sword. Has +1 attack and or +1 damage and +4 attack. That's actually pretty good for especially for a starting weapon. I can go with a scale armor, which is one and a quarter more armor, but 5% more fatigue. Also, if you have the studded leather equipped set, you gain a bonus to armor. I believe my armor is 4, defense is 53. Yeah, I get 2 more armor, but 5% more fatigue. It's just not worth it. Okay, got a better weapon. Got my family weapon. Oh no, they found me.
Right, come on!
Yeah, that sweep move hits everyone in front of me.
It's better than later.
So it is an AoE attack.
Die already!
Which I do need to lower the volume a little more. So music volume, let's put it down to half. And sound effects volume. I want to keep the dialogue open as much as possible so everybody can hear what's going on. And hey, we got a little further in, so let's do the save. Saving game. Always want to save often. Come on over here. Hey, look, another Night Corpse.
Got it.
Studded leather helmet. Oh man. Physical resistance. So physical resistance rolls, that's going to give me +3 to my physical resistance roll. And give me 3/4 of an armor. So actually, because of the armor I'm wearing, I actually lower the amount of stamina I need to use to make my dual weapon suite. I actually made it 6.5% cheaper to use. If you wear heavier armor, it's more expensive to use. So that's like the trade-off. Is lighter armor, things are less expensive to use. You can use them more often.
I'll get on it.
But the heavier but then you also get, wrecked. Oh man. An archer. Sweet. Oh, look at that. Damn near one-shot of myself. Gotta love the sword. I believe this was the chapel. Yep.
Got it.
Alright.
Here they are!
I'll get on it.
Let's see if I can save these guards, which it's looking like I'm going to.
Someone's gonna fall and it sure won't be me!
You did well, my dear.
Alright, a couple more guards.
Got it.
Doesn't look like there's like any particular reason to save guards or anything like that, but you know, hey, it just makes you feel a little better. Can't go to the main entrance, this place is on fire, so I have to go through this door. And of course, you guys just run right by these guys like they don't
Sorry,
exist.
I might be quick for you. Let's see some blood.
I'm violent. Let's see some blood.
Get out of my way! How dare you come here!
Come here.
Just call me the Reaper.
Threw dirt in my dog's eye, the bastard.
I'll get on it.
On your guard, wretch.
Okay, I'm pinned to the ground. Come on. Awesome. He just had some money on him. Come on.
I'll get on it.
Injury kits. Okay. So, if your character ever goes down during combat, they're technically dead, but if your party survives, they get back up, or if you cast revival magic or use some sort of item that revives them, it'll get them back up. But they will wake up with some kind of injury. The injuries will be basically like debuffs to their stats. Like they'll have a cracked skull, will be penalty to cunning, stuff like that. I can't go that way at all, so I have to go through the main place. Or like, you know, you'll have a wrenched arm, penalty to attack, or you'll have a sprain, penalty to movement, stuff like that. Alright, we're about to go to the main hall. Let's do save. Save.
Alright.
Alright, Sir Gilmore is fighting a bunch of house soldiers.
Alright.
We're under attack.
Oh, there's a mage. I want to take care of the mage.
Get them!
Let's see what you're made of. Holy crap, mages hurt so bad.
This is to the post and rats catch up. Everyone else!
Come on. There you go.
Under attack! You get nothing from me! I'll cut you down!
Can I get you a ladder so you can get off my back?
This is justified. Who's will never fall to the likes of you?
Here I am, killing rats!
He falls down. Chop this head off. Oh, there's still an archer up. What the hell? Alright.
Go, man the gate. Keep those bastards out as long as you can. Your ladyship, my lord, you're both alive. I was certain Hal's men had gotten through.
They did get through. How? That treacherous bastard.
When I realized what was happening, it was all I could do to shut the gates. But they won't keep Hal's men out long. If you've another way out of the castle, use it quickly.
We need to find Father. Where's the Grey Warden? Come with us. No, I'll help you hold the gates. We need to find
When
Father.
I last saw the Turn, he'd been badly wounded. I urged him not to go, but he was determined to find you. He went towards the kitchen. I believe he thought to find you at the servants' exit in the larder.
Bless you, Sir Gilmore. Make her watch over you.
Make her watch over us all.
See, so now they're manning the gate. Or they're manning the door to try to keep the housemen out. Take some time to get all this stuff. But yeah, as you were seeing, if I didn't take that mage out at the beginning, that mage would have just destroyed us. Mages can dish out.
Did you not hear, Sir Gilmore? We must go while we can.
I know. I'm going. But mages can deal significant amounts of damage in a very short amount of time. So you usually want to prioritize them.
Now it's better than later.
Also, this game does kind of follow a standard aggro rule set. The more damage you do, the more aggro you will produce from a unit, which is how I'm saving these guys. I'm hitting as many of them as I can, as quickly as I can.
Help us all!
We must
We're
get
going to
out!
die.
They're slaughtering everyone!
Yeah, get out of here. Go on. Save as many people as I can, so that they can go around and spread word of House treachery.
All right, all right.
You know, can't handle the newer PCs are like, what is this? And then like you start having things like glitches and things like that. But yeah, I promise before Monday, I'm probably going to spend most of the day tomorrow looking for like some kind of patch or something, or more permanent solution so it won't happen as often. Can't guarantee that it won't happen at all though.
Come and face me if you dare! And back!
Hey, look at that! I leveled up again, and that's like
Can I get you a
actually
ladder so
the
you can
main
get off
point.
my back?
The main reason why I've been running around and doing all this stuff is because yeah, leveling up significant power portions. So I can. Let's do. Yeah, Constitution. I'll do more willpower later on when I actually have more than one move. But in the meantime, since I know who's coming, improved coercion. Yeah, you need 16 cunning to get master coercion, but even then you might not be able to talk your way out of some things. You just need to keep upping your cunning. Poison making, not so much. Survival, you get like a small bonus to nature resistance as a passive thing. Yeah, and physical resistance later on. It's basically what you want to do if like you don't want them to have like an active skill like trap making or herbalism. But you know what? Actually, you know what? I'm gonna go with coercion. Alright, so dual weapon finesse. Ooh, flurry. That's a good one. Lashing out with 3 consecutive blows. Something I want. Then I don't have a shield, so I'm not going to have that equipped anymore. Alright. Save, save. Doesn't seem to be anything significant in here. And this is all on fire. Okay, so let's go to the kitchen. Ranked creatures. And it pops up right before you go around this corner. Particularly challenging opponents are displayed in different colors. Draw attention to their significant threat they represent. Opponents in yellow names are more challenging and aggressive than average. Orange names represent extremely powerful enemies capable of threatening a full party of adventurers by themselves. The How Knight. He is yellow.
Something is coming.
Oh. Ow, I got pommel strike. Oh, real quick, also, in your inventory, you're going to want to bring down the health poultice. Drink one.
How dare you!
Slice. Slice, slice.
More blood! Where's the next one?
Yeah, I'm such a bloodthirsty character. More blood. Health poultices. See, I've been using less. I have lesser health poultices. Now I'm finding normal ones. My doc has leveled up. Strength. And Constitution. See, this is the dog's talent points. He only has 2 rows, so he only gets them every other level. Dread Howl lets out a howl stunning most nearby enemies. Or Charge. He charges into an enemy, dealing normal damage. If the attack hits, knocking the opponent down. Which Overwhelm is actually more what you're thinking. Charge is like they just knock them over. overwhelm is they actually leap onto them, pin them to the ground, and bite the living crap out of them, which is why it's such a high-level move. But let's go with the Dread Howl. Stunning nearby enemies is a good thing to do. I'm going to skip the kitchen for now and go in here. Because, hey, there's a sack. With a deep mushroom in it. Deep mushrooms, elf fruit, stuff like that. That's all potion making and poison making. Oh no, they killed the elven servants and Nan. And then for some reason they couldn't get through the door. Oh no, Nan's dead. Okay. Here we go.
I'll get on it.
Got the big pool of blood that just kind of appears below him. And I don't see him right away.
You both are. I was
Bryce!
wondering when you would get here.
Maker's blood, what's happening? You're bleeding.
Hal's men found me first. Almost did me in right there.
Why is Hal doing this? We need to get you out of here. How did you get here? You can hardly move. I'll kill Hal for what he's done. Why is Hal doing this?
He can't get away with this. The king will...
Bryce, we must get you out of here.
I won't survive the standing, I think.
That's not true. You'll be fine. Get up and let's go. Then we'll stand to defend you. Then we'll simply have to drag you out. That's not true. You'll be fine.
My boy. If only Will could make it so.
Once Hal's men break through the gate, they will find us. We must go.
Someone must reach Fergus. Tell him what has happened.
And take vengeance. That he is the new Terran. Hal must have something planned for him too. You can tell him yourself, Father. And take vengeance.
Yes. Vengeance.
Bryce, no. The servant's passage is right here. We can flee together, find you healing magic.
The castle is surrounded. I cannot make it.
I'm afraid the Terran is correct. Hal's men have not yet discovered this exit, but they surround the castle. Getting past will be difficult.
You are Duncan, then? The Grey Warden?
Yes, your ladyship. The Terran and I tried to reach you sooner.
My youngest son helped me get here. Maker be praised.
I am not surprised.
Are you going to help us, Duncan? I'm surprised you haven't already left. Thank you for saving my father. Can you do something about Hal? Are you going to help us, Duncan?
Whatever is to be done now, it must be quick. They are coming.
Duncan, you are under no obligation to me. But I beg you, take my wife and son to safety.
I will, your lordship. But I fear I must ask for something in return.
Anything.
What is happening here pales in comparison to the evil now loose in this world. I came to your castle seeking a recruit. The Darkspawn threat demands that I leave with one.
I understand.
Are you talking about me? What about Sir Gilmore? What? No, I won't agree to such a thing. But what if something has happened to Fergus? Are you talking about me?
You fought your way to me through Hal's men. I think the Maker's intention is clear. I will take the Tyrna and your son to Ostagar to tell Fergus and the king what happened. Then, your son joins the Grey Wardens.
So long as justice comes to Hal. I agree.
Then I offer you a place within the Grey Wardens. Fight with us.
Accept your offer. I refuse, I won't go. My duty is to take vengeance on Arl Howe. But what if Fergus is dead? I accept your offer.
We must leave quickly then.
Bryce, are you sure?
Our son will not die of Hal's treachery. He will live and make his mark on the world.
Darling, go with Duncan. You have a better chance to escape without me.
Eleanor.
Hush, Bryce. I'll kill every bastard that comes through that door to buy them time. But I won't abandon you.
Mother, are you sure about this? Won't let you sacrifice yourself. Find another way, we can fight. I love you both so much.
My place is with your father. At his side to death and beyond.
I'm so sorry it's come to this, my love.
We had a good life.
My teeth are
and did
so
all we
big.
could. It's up to our children now.
Then Go, pup. Warn your brother.
I don't know why, like, his upper lip
Know
is, like,
that we love you
partially
both.
up.
You do us proud.
They've broken through the gates. We must go now.
Goodbye, darling.
Gotta respect Eleanor's decision, though. Oh, my game almost crashed there again.
We will be traveling south through the hinterlands to the ruin of Ostagar, on the edges of the Korcari Wilds. The Tevinter Imperium built Ostagar long ago to prevent the Wilders from invading the northern lowlands. It's fitting we make our stand here, even if we face a different foe within that forest. The King's forces have clashed with the Darkspawn several times, but here is where the bulk of the Horde will show itself. There are only a few Grey Wardens within Ferelden at the moment, but all of us are here. This blight must be stopped, here and now. If it spreads to the north, Ferelden will fall.
Ho there, Duncan.
King Cailan. I didn't expect a
royal welcome? I was beginning to worry you'd miss all the fun.
Not if I could help it, Your Majesty.
Then I'll have the mighty Duncan at my side in battle after all. Glorious. The other wardens told me you'd found a promising recruit. I take it this is he?
Allow me to introduce you, Your Majesty.
No need, Duncan. You are Bryce's youngest, are you not? I don't think we've ever actually met.
Are you not even aware that my father is dead? Yes, Your Majesty, my name is Ren. Yes, I am, and I bring important news.
Is it about your father? Your brother has been concerned about him.
He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken. You don't know what happened. Oh, I think you'll be waiting for some time yet. He's not coming. He died when our castle was taken.
Dead? What do you mean? Duncan, do you know anything about this?
Terran Cousland and his wife are dead, Your Majesty. Arl Howe has shown himself a traitor and overtaken Highever Castle. Had we not escaped, he would have killed us and told you any story he wished.
I can scarcely believe it. Well, how could he think he could get away with such treachery? As soon as we are done here, I will turn my army north and bring Howe to justice. You have my word.
Thank you, Your Majesty. There isn't anything that can be done that you can do sooner. What kind of justice? Thank you, Your Majesty.
No doubt you wish to see your brother. Unfortunately, he and his men are scouting in the wilds.
But he may be in danger. When will he return? I am not eager to tell him, Your Majesty.
Of that, I have no doubt. You will see him again once the battle is over, I am certain. I apologize, but there's nothing more I can do. All I can suggest is that you vent your grief against the Darkspawn for the time being.
Thank you, Your Majesty. So long as Arl Howe pays, I'm happy. What would you know about my grief? Thanks for nothing, then. So long as Arl Howe pays, I'm happy.
I'm sorry to cut this short, but I should return to my tent. Loghain waits eagerly to bore me with his strategies.
Your uncle sends his greetings and reminds you that Redcliffe forces could be here in less than a week.
Ha! Eamon just wants in on the glory. We've won 3 battles against these monsters, and tomorrow should be no different.
I didn't realize things were going so well.
I'm not even sure this is a true blight. There are plenty of Darkspawn on the field, but alas, we've seen no sign of an archdemon.
Disappointed, Your Majesty?
I'd hoped for a war like in the tales. A king riding with the fabled Grey Wardens against a tainted god. But I suppose this will have to do. I must go before Loghain sends out a search party. Farewell, Grey Wardens.
King Cailan is kind of pompous and... I want a war like in the tales.
What the king said is true. They've won several battles against the Darkspawn here.
Yet you don't sound very reassured. He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously. Perhaps this isn't really a blight after all. He didn't seem to take the Darkspawn very seriously.
True. Despite the victory so far, the Darkspawn horde grows larger with each passing day. By now, they look to outnumber us. I know there is an archdemon behind this, but I cannot ask the king to act solely on my feeling.
Then maybe we should move quickly. What would you have him do? Why not? He seems to regard the High Wardens highly. You could, if he was not such a fool, Do you think there's any danger? What would you have him do?
Wait for reinforcements. We sent a call out west to the Grey Wardens of Orlais, but it will be many days before they can join us. Our numbers in Ferelden are too few. We must do what we can and look to Teyrn Loghain to make up the difference. To that end, we should proceed with the joining ritual without delay.
What do you need me to do? What do you mean, what ritual? A hot meal might be nice first. What do you mean, what ritual?
Every recruit must go through a secret ritual we call the Joining in order to become a Grey Warden. The ritual is brief, but some preparation is required. We must begin soon.
I need to find Fergus. Why is the ritual so secret? Am I the only recruit you have? Wonderful, let's get this over with then. Am I the only recruit you have?
No, there are 2 other recruits here already. They have been waiting for us to arrive.
What do you need me to do?
Feel free to explore the camp here as you wish. All I ask is that you do not leave it for the time being. There is another Grey Warden in the camp by the name of Alistair. When you're ready, seek him out and tell him it's time to summon the other recruits. Your hound can stay with me while I attend to some business. The Grey Warden tent is on the other side of this bridge. You will find us there should you need to.
Alright. Saved now. New Codex entry, King Cailan, the Kokari Wilds, Ostagar. Joining the Grey Wardens. Hey, ooh, Elfroot. Gimme. See, and the more stuff that you find lying around and the more stuff that you click on, the more experience you get, so the more levels you get, so the more powerful you become. So there is a little bit of merit actually going around trying to find like every little thing here and there, within reason.
All right, all right.
Little fruit. Some sacks over here. Ooh, a beef bone. Okay, so there's also companions. They do have an affinity system for you. There's a romance option in this game as well. It's one of the biggest things that Dragon Age is known for. Giving gifts, the right gifts to the right people, or the right companion gives the most gains. Sometimes you have people that, you know, you give the wrong thing to, and they hate it, and stuff like that. So, yeah. This is a gift. It's a beef bone. Pretty obvious who I'm supposed to give it to. If it's not obvious to you, then maybe you shouldn't be playing this game. So take all gifts. It just gives you down there. Oh, I can give gifts to people. You give it in the inventory screen. And then yeah, soldiers, chests, Elfroot. You know, sometimes you can get information by talking to people. Don't know if you get XP for talking to people like that, but I do suggest on your first playthrough, you know, you talk to whoever you can.
Make a watch over you, my lord.
Let's see, they're all down. Oh, look, big battlefield down there. Alright, so the chest is locked. I don't have a rogue. You don't get a rogue for a while. At least one that can unlock chests and stuff like that. So if you want to unlock everything in the beginning, you need to be a rogue and you need to put points into lockpicking. Otherwise, you're not going to unlock everything. Okay, so this is the big bridge that he was telling me about, that he told you about. You know, you come across here to get to the next area.